Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my face about common sense. I try to keep it down in the Educator in the 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, I'm very fucking important. And not important. The liberals, libertarians, people believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like AOS, got people like DMT. That's like 90% of you listeners' discretion is advised. Get out of here. Okay. I love what YouTube is doing with my fucking videos, okay? And you talk about common sense from an experienced person, okay? They put my shit on the back page, but that's okay, YouTube. Thank you very much. That's don't take my videos down, because that's a lot of work. And I can keep doing it forever because I have experience, okay? I have a backbone, okay? I do shit raw here. I talk about raw shit. I ain't afraid of how people judge me. It's like, why you do? Some people say to me, why you do that? That's embarrassing. No, it's not. Not to you, it is. To me, it's not. Okay, I'm myself. Okay, I can pull pussy and shit. Fresh pussy too. Go overseas and get that shit. It takes some work, but it's worth it. Okay, y'all motherfuckers stuck in America. Like, this is the only country to get the best shit in the world. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Travel another country or some shit. I actually traveled to Ethiopia and I got videos of motherfuckers. Okay, I interviewed hundreds of fucking females. Fuck them with a strap on. Use vaginas to get the fucking best dick from me. That's the strap on. I tell people I got the biggest dick in the world. You can't stop this. And plus my personality. If I'm hanging with you, you are not going to be bored. You're going to be paying though. You're not going to be sitting there doing nothing. I got certain ideas I want to do to your body and shit. Blindfold. We could do dominatrix and submissive. We could do maid. We could do all sorts of crazy shit. But these days, women don't have any money. Now, let's get on with the subject here. Now, this video, okay, it's going to be pertaining to what age a woman starts to understand what an alpha is. Because I forgot to put it on my a woman's perspective of what alpha is. But this part is about what age they become aware of what the difference between an alpha, a beta alpha, and a beta cuck. Okay, because there's many versions of everybody. You have different versions. I'm old school, but you want to get it from me because I'm experienced. Okay, now let's put it like this. As I said before in my past video, women usually look at what an alpha is to a woman. Once they say alpha, is someone who coos them, who's easily romanced, okay? If a man is attractive enough. This is what it means from a woman's perspective. You got that? Okay, I said that in my past video. But there's a number, okay? If you want to know, if a female says to you, okay, he has to be this foot tall and that's considered alpha, he has to do this different types of things, yada, catering to my needs, that's alpha, yada, sensitive, okay, yada. When they're about from 13, usually in America, okay, and probably all across the world, they start having sex at an early age. This is where I tell guys all the time, homeschool your daughters, man. Don't put them in public schools. That's the most terrible place. And plus, it's hard to raise daughters anyway. I think even if you homeschool them, but that's another fucking video from another day. So, basically, once they become social, this is the problem for a lot of girls, okay? When they become social, well, it's harder for guys to get pussy, even attractive guys to get pussy, than the other way around. It's far more easier for females to slip up and go to the wrong place, and they'll get some dick, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Socializing is the construct for all the virginities being lost. Socializing is not a disciplinary thing. You're not supposed to be, if you got your kid watching everything on TV and shit like that, you got to understand if your kid is disciplined or not. But I'm just trying to get to the point here. Here's the point here. But after the age of 13 and up for a daughter, females don't know what an alpha, beta alpha, or, an alpha is. They don't know. Once they hit, like, before 30, they see all alphas as attractive. They just look at the outer appearance. Okay, this is before the age of 25 to 30. 25 to 30. If a female says she's 28, she still don't know what an alpha is. Ask her, and you'll understand my point here. She'll think an alpha is what her perspective of a soulmate is. He's supposed to be this foot tall. He's supposed to submit to me, yada, yada, yada. They completely ignore the fact that to fall for their type. They completely ignore it. So that means they take off all their makeup, they get themselves a number, and I say to all of you individuals who's watching me, always fall for your type. If you're a fatty, you belong with a fatty. If you're intelligent, you should fall for your type. Okay. All right, but that's another subject. We already made a video. I made a video about that, but it's okay. Go back if you need to. So before the age of 30, all alphas are just attractive and submissive, subservient to their needs. That is what an alpha is to a woman before the age of 30. After the heel, after that reaching of between 30 and 35, what I learned from all of the hundreds of females, they start to understand that when a man, they want the man to take control and charge. Okay. So then they start knowing what the alpha is. I want that male. They're usually going to be up in the numbers between 30, 35, or above 40. The higher the number a woman gets when she reaches that age, she'll know what a true alpha is. All right? Okay, so now you understand what I'm saying now. Once they hit above 40, okay, 35, 40, but they don't have a chance with men like me, okay? They gotta have money, they gotta pay fees and funds and shit like that. They feel that they're not qualified to be with an alpha. Okay, if they're self-conscious, too self-conscious. They already probably got 15 kids, they're too busy. By the time they hit above 40, they'll know what an alpha is. But their time is expired, though. So real alphas won't want them. Okay, this is the reason why they told me this. Okay, so this is why I say, that's why you don't hear too many old women with multiple kids and the multitudes of kids. They ain't trying to look for no alphas because they don't qualify. They just don't qualify. And when I asked an older woman, I said, what do you consider an alpha? Is it a passive person towards your needs, a passive, aggressive person towards his needs, or a person who's just an ignorant cuck sitting on his? She'll always say a male who knows what his needs is. They'll always say that. If they're over 40, okay, remember what I just said. If they're over 40, a male who knows what his needs is, and I'm this jeer to add on to his needs. And that is a woman who's at least above 40, okay? So now you know the number and the difference between these two, okay? When they hit a certain age, the age in which they realize what an alpha is. And these women know that an alpha is someone who takes control for his needs, not for her needs. Remember that key element. It's not a selfish thing, because alphas are not mean as you make them out to be. Alpha, it's like a trade thing. As I said before, leverage is the key. When a man wants a family, this is the things you have to do. It's like working for a job. A boss is an alpha because he lays down the foundation of what you're supposed to be doing. And women love to listen to alphas when they go to their job. And I get it. I smack a bitch real quick if you're going to have the nerve to complain about a white man being the alpha at it and he's the boss at his job. How dare you? When it's so much more easier to be in the house with an alpha than to work at your goddamn job. And women talk about this all the time these days. They say, I'd rather be home and shit. Nah, it's too late for that. You fucked that up. Okay, now I try to tell women, y'all better keep y'all legs closed until you hit the age of 30 or near that age. You better have a daddy figure or learn what you need to have in common with a real man, because most real men ain't going to deal with that shit. You either put you in the body bag if you try to rob them. They don't play that shit. They usually are up front. Alpha males are up front. They do not play that later on. You're attractive, I want some booty. That's a beta cuck. But an alpha male, they put shit right up front. They tell you right then and there, this is what I want. This is how it's going to be. That's a job. That's a job for a woman to be subservient to an alpha male. And it's not a hard job. It's just either she don't want to do certain things, she loses her job. And it's not, I know it may sound like a pimp and shit, but it's really, a pimp is really harsh. That's the negative side of an alpha. And if you ever, women to talk about it like a dog, they'll say, hey, wimps are no joke. You don't pop that pussy the right way. You getting beat with a hanger. You argue, and he just told you certain things. That's an alpha. Nut. To me, that's a true alpha, a pimp. And on the negative side, however, that's the negative side. But if you do meet an alpha who's laying down cards and giving you a chance, that's an alpha. And that's all I really wanted to say about that. I talked about the age brackets. We got that clear, right? All right, you share it. You go ahead. I'm not popular. You go ahead and share that shit. All right? Peace.